Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today we are doing the weekly sign for the 23rd through the 30th of March for the air signs. That'd be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So let's get started. Keep in mind this is still a general collective reading, even though it's a smaller portion of the general collective. If you resonate, please take it with you. If you don't, leave it. Remember, if it's not resonating with you now, it may resonate with you in the future. That's why we call it fortune telling. If that happens, you're more than welcome to rewatch videos on the channel, and you can also join us on Patreon for extendeds. Let me see. If you like the channel, please hit like, subscribe, and share. And you hit the little bell icon, and it'll notify you whenever I post future videos. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. The reason I do my Oracle cards in the beginning is that these cards coordinate and highlight things that Spirit wants to get their point across during the tarot portion of the reading. Okay, so your card is Pig Spirit, and it's telling you to use your mind wisely. Okay, use your mind wisely. Now, whoops, I didn't go in there very well. I'm a little too tight, I guess. We have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Okay, if you hear a lot of noise in the background, we're having high winds where I live, and we can. It's just, I guess it's just direction of the wind tonight. You can hear it. Okay, so we have Angels and Ancestors. I'm going to pull two cards from this. And let's see what we got for you, air signs. Protection, the Guardian. Drop your shields. Drop your shields. Alright, and one more for the air signs. One more for the air signs for the weekly reading. Medicine, Guardian. Be open to healing information. So I'm going to do a 5-position spread. It is past, present, future, advice from Spirit, and the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. You have clarity in the past. Something happened and it gave you clarity. That is a very powerful card. It's a sword of truth. That's King Arthur's sword, Excalibur. It's double-edged. It can set you free, but it can also cut you to the bone. It's a gift, and you need to use it wisely and well. Okay. Now, Spirit's saying that right now you need to be resting and reflecting. So, it's a time where, you know, the knights after a battle would go lay on their tomb, or go into their tombs and lay on their coffins, actually. I guess they're called coffins, sarcophagus, whatever. I think that's Egypt. Anyways, they would go lay on their tombs and think about life. It's like a life review. They would think about things, what they needed to do. What was the fight worth it? Why did they survive and why others didn't? I mean, they got into some really deep stuff, and basically they did a life review. You know, where do I go from here? Was it a just cause? You know, how do I move forward? What do I do? What do I want to do moving forward? And it was. I mean, you can imagine they had horrible things to think about. You know, battle was not easy. So you're in that kind of energy where you really need to stop and think about what you're doing. You need some rest, for one. We all run at 100 miles an hour. Even during COVID, we're either going batty because we're trapped inside, or you're going 100 miles an hour if you're like an essential worker, and it's because there's not enough. Okay, so you need to rest, even if it's not associated with anything like that. It's just rest, because once you're rested, things will come to you. Okay. And then we have the 10 of Shields in the future position. That's awesome. I mean, that's like that's that's amazing. That is multi-generational. You see, this is the king. This is his wife. These are his nephews. There's a promise outside that window. Okay? That's a rainbow. The shields are put up in the symbol of this Celtic tree of life, which is basically as above, so below. Balance. Okay? Let's see. It's a legacy. This is abundance and love that will help future generations. Okay. It's the, I would say, as far as love and abundance, that it would be the card. Okay. So what is the advice from Spirit? Whoops. All right. Advice from, wow. Okay, I got 3. I have the Queen of Wands, the 7 of Shields, and the King of Wands. So I'm going with that. Okay. So this card is to use Arthurian principles. This card is to do a life review. That's where you're getting that use your mind wisely, because this is where it leads to. Okay, you're going to have to draw up your shields. I see a power couple sitting here. So you have the King and Queen of Wands. They're fire signs. They have their own dragons. They're extremely powerful, energetic, creative, dynamic. They can make something out of nothing. They're also very fertile, as in making things come to life. So if you are not wanting to have children right now, I'd be very cautious. Both of them are sitting on thrones that are carved in the image of a phallic symbol. And in between them, you have the 7 of Shields. That's nurturing something, caring for something, and trying to bring something together. Okay? And that was your advice from Spirit. So it's telling you to be balanced, and it's telling you to be balanced, and to whatever it is that you're nurturing, continue to do so. You're going to bring something very creative to life. You're going to have to, I see a lot of green here. I'm looking at a lot of heart chakra. So you're going to have to drop your shields, and you're going to have to be open to healing information. So at the end of that, if you follow Spirit's advice, I see the King of Pentacles. I don't think this is a person per se. I think this is you. After you've gone through this transformation, you're going to be somebody that's very well off. You're going to be very abundant, very knowledgeable. This was also somebody that keeps in touch with their people. Okay, she's barefoot in the snow, so is he. Even though she's a symbol, she's not actually a servant girl. This was the guy that went down and kept tabs on what the people in his kingdom, not just what his advisors said. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have an abundant new beginning. So let's just grab these wizard cards and see where we're going. This is it's an amazing read. All right. Please clarify the Ace of Swords for the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Where are we going here? We're opening a new cycle. Okay, they're going to open a new cycle. And you're going to do that by facing your fears. I don't think it's so much facing your fears. I think this time it's backwards, okay? Because normally this is the lobster trying to get past the wild side and the tame side. And at this point, I think it's just staying on your path. You will grow to the point where this won't bother you, okay? So right now you need to rest and reflect. You definitely need to rest and reflect if this is your future. Wow. All right. So it's telling you to use your analytical mind. This is the Queen of Swords. They call her cold, calculating, whatever. She's very wise. She's been through hell and back. She actually comes in peace. It's just that she definitely knows how to go to war. So it's a caution. You know, it's a caution for you to use your analytical mind, okay? Think things through. Don't be quick to act. And that's what she does. She's very, wow, you got another power couple. You got the King, too, okay? King of Swords. Again, very powerful, very analytical. They have emotions. They just don't use them to run their kingdom. And sometimes you get into a position where you can't use your emotions. You need to use your brain and think about what you need to do. You need to be very analytical and kind of dispassionate. You know, you kind of need to look and see what's going on there. All right. And in the future, see, you have the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to do that by, see that resting and reflecting? This is even more. This is resting and recharging because you're going through something. You're going through a transformation right now. So you need to stop and think about what it is for you that is the Ten of Pentacles. What is your wish fulfillment? Because he has his wish fulfillment. That's his guiding light now. He went there, he thought about it, he realized what he needed after he recharged his batteries. He figured out what it is he really wanted in life, and then from there he was guided from that light to his path. Okay, and that path is obviously bringing you to the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, even if you're feeling left out in the cold right now, you won't be for long. Okay, or maybe it was because you felt left out in the cold. Because you definitely went through a transformation. You had to face your fears, and you had to become able to cut things away that didn't serve you anymore. So you did feel left out in the cold. This is what created this. Okay, so you have the Queen, the King, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. You had a lot, and you may still have in the future, you may have a lot of burdens, you know, but you're in the process of making the walk and letting them go, okay? And just remember, no matter what's coming at you, you can fend that off. Okay, so what is the King of Pentacles? And that's Spirit's advice. Even though you're carrying a lot of weight right now, you can handle it. Okay, you are in the process of going to the castle and putting your burdens down. And that will allow you to be, that's probably where you meet the king. Not an actual castle, but so to speak. You're nurturing something, okay? Even though you have all this going on, you're nurturing something. And that's going to bring you a very, very abundant new beginning. That's the meaning for the whole spread. Okay, and this is judgment. This abundance is judgment. That's spirit. And again, we have the owl. Be wise. Okay, whatever is coming in for you, you need to do the resting because you don't see it yet. Okay, but it's sitting right there. And look, and isn't it beautiful? All right, so let's do the Ace of Shields. And I think a lot of it is, you know, it is telling you to use your mind wisely. That's why you have the King and Queen. That's why you're facing these fears. That's why you're in hermit mode, so that you can find it. And you definitely have to be able to use your mind, not just your intuition, to find these things. Okay? The Ace of Shields is justice. Okay? You know, you have to be open to healing information. You have to drop your shields. That's what they're saying here. She's open to the information. She's just not going to put up with any crap. Okay? And it's also telling you to follow your intuition. Alright? So, I'm going to pull a couple of Archangel cards. And let's see where this goes. So I've free shuffled all my cards, so I don't really want to spend a lot of time shuffling. All right, we have Hello from Heaven, Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So you are being divinely guided and blessed. You just have to be open to it. You have to drop your shields. You have to rest so your intuition can open you up to these things. Okay? And you have to be open to heal, which is really hard sometimes. It sounds easy. Oh, just open it up. No. No. It can be very difficult because you have to trust. And once your trust is broken, it's really hard to repair that. I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Okay, so this is divinely guided. All right, and spiritual understanding. I am bringing you esoteric information, symbols, and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay. So, air signs, that is your reading. It's an amazing reading. So you're going to have a lot of abundance. You just have to open up and accept it. You can use your mind wisely. That does not, these are the swords. That's how you use them. She has wisdom. She's not guarded. She's actually open. She's holding the sword beside her. And she does have that sword. It's a clear warning not to play with her. But she has the wisdom to listen and to be open to information. Okay, and that's how she gets to be that abundance. That's how you get there. And that makes her, that when she gets to this point and she has enough information, she can be very creative and dynamic. Okay, but you have two matched pairs here. So this could definitely involve love. But it's something you're moving forward on. You definitely need to rest because you have that in here twice. You have rest and reflect, and you have rest and recharge. Okay, because you're not seeing this yet. Okay, so you need to open yourself up to see it. Okay, and that goes by dropping your shields and open yourself up to healing information. That doesn't mean you have to use discernment. You opening yourself up doesn't mean, letting people walk all over you. It just opens you up to the energy coming in for you. Okay? So I hope you find some spiritual advice, spiritual guidance, which is why we're here. I hope this means something to you and that you can use this wisdom to move forward and go into abundance. Okay? If you like the video, please hit like, subscribe, and share. And again, you can come join us on Patreon for the extended. Thanks for watching.